Hi Taurus, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 25th through to the 1st of October. I didn't do the equinox readings simply because there was a lot going on in the sun and there was something coming through. I did some, and there was an X flare that came through yesterday, a couple of days ago, and so I did an energy update on that because I think that's going to be pretty significant to the equinox because it's going to arrive just before. So you will have your equinox individual reading coming out this week. From the for you guys, I think it's on the 25th, 26th, no 25th. Okay, let's see what's going on with your overall energies here. Page Swords, bright ideas, getting ideas into converting them into reality. I think it's asking you to get a little bit more sort of, vibrant, a little bit more sort of stepping up a gear, bringing the energy through a little bit quicker, being a little bit more vibrant. I think that's what the overall energy is trying to bring into your life here. Just be careful not to get stuck in that rut between work and play, just working all the time and not playing at all. That could be a certain aspect of it all. But I think it's more than anything else that the energy is opening up a pathway that's opening, and that's sort of saying getting a little bit more vibrant, please. On your relationship side, you get the Two of Pentacles. If you do get vibrant and if you do step it up a gear, you know, if you do follow that overall energy, it's going to help you make choices in life in regards to your relationships. And it seems like here that it seems to be you're caught between two situations. That's what I feel like here. Sort of two situations that you need to choose between one and the other. And I would choose the one that works, basically. The one that makes you feel a lot more comfortable. Rather than the one that's sort of, that's sort of like, sort of pushes your excitement buttons. Because excitement is all very well, but in the long term, I'm not sure that excitement can be perpetually maintained. It depends. It's see how you feel. But I get a funny feeling it's more of a case of the thing that's going to work for you is going to be a lot more, it's going to make you feel a lot more comfortable more than anything else. That's what I get. The universe is bringing this in here. Yeah, I think this is to do with that choice. I think that's to do with that choice. I think it's a painful situation. It could be causing you pain more than anything else, rather than someone else is causing you pain. It's almost as if like you're causing yourself a little bit of pain here, more than anything else to us. Connecting to the past to the future, how your guides are connecting between that. You get the Five of Wands here. With this difficult situation that is within you, that needs to be resolved and a decision needs to be made about it. There could well be one of them that is very, very conflictual. And I think this is where you here, on this card here, needs to sort of take action to get yourself out of a situation which is conflictual. And therefore you can choose a situation that really works for you, basically, more than anything else. And I think it's conflictual stuff that's been in the past, basically. And it's stopping you from being, that conflict stopping you from being the highest example of what you can be, basically. Yeah, call to a mission. I think this is what that choice is all about. It's not messing about. It's sort of saying, choose that pathway which is comfortable for you, which helps you to head off in that direction, which is, it's got long-term scope that you can see or foresee longer-term sort of stability within. That's what I'm getting here. And it's almost as if like, yes, now you've got to forge ahead and do it. It's that call to mission for you within your relationship. And I think that will put pay to that. That's the thing. I think this Knight of Swords is running. So you've got the Page of Swords and you've got the Knight of Swords. It's very progressional sort of stuff going on here. And I think this is where this knight is rushing forward to stop that Three of swords sort of existing within your life more than anything else. Let's just see what's going on. Yeah, and the overall outcome, once you make this decision and step forward into that, this is where you're going to be into plain sailing. You're going to be in a position where you feel very harmonious with what you are, who you are, what you do. And I think it's because you've done this sort of work behind the scenes, as it were. That's what it's doing here. And I think you're setting up a situation which is much more beneficial for you more than anything else. Let's have a look what's going on the financial side. This is to do with your job and your business and etc. Karmic Path Tower moment. I don't get a bad tower moment here. I get like it's almost as if you're going to explode your expectations. That's what I'm getting, and it's on your karmic mission to do this. It's almost as if like let's say you've got a business and you're investing in a product that literally blows the rest of your business out the water, and it's a good thing. It helps you to to really grow in a certain direction. And it clears things out. It clears out a lot of belief systems as well. So I think this is what's coming to an end of a believing of sort of kind of going, oh, I just work hard and I can't make it. And that's going to get blown out so you can actually start seeing where you can make it. It's going to give you a much broader view of things, this tower moment, and help clear out a lot of structure that is, sort of power structure in a way that allows you to sort of, it frees you up. And once you're free, that's when you can really start pushing the buttons of exploration. And that's what's coming in here. So on the universe here is sort of saying, in order for this Ace of Pentacles to come through, this beautiful seed of the future that's going to bring in success within your life. And this could be that product that I'm talking about, or it could be in a job where you literally, you walk out of a job, or the business goes bust. But the reason it goes bust is because there's something much bigger and better happening for you. This is what I'm getting here, and I think this tower moment here is something you've got to. It's like you didn't want to leave this job. And the universe is sort of sept in, and the karma has sort of said, well, you've got to leave this job in order to get the better job, sort of scenario. What's leading from the past to the future? Change of fortunes. This obviously comes in with this tower, because the change of fortunes can work in both ways, there's no doubt about it. And I don't necessarily think that it's going to make you very unfortunate. I don't feel that at all. I feel more it's going to make you fortunate, because that is a very fortunate card. And that's what's blowing through you at the moment. That's what's building up through you. The universe is trying to bring in that sort of that change of fortune for you. And you've been building it as well. I think you've been creating it as well. And there is a moment now where it's going to be this tower moment is going to allow you to expand a lot further in life. And yeah, you're going to have to play smart. There is no doubt about it. I think this is where, when a big opportunity comes in for a business, or comes in for a job or a project and stuff like that, once you start that job or that business or whatever it is, you've got to play smart until you know what's going on. Once you know what's going on, then that's when you can sort of like, you're into the rhythm of the whatever you're doing. And here I think is like you are playing smart to get the best out of this tower moment. And I think this tower moment is a really good thing for you, really, ultimately. So yeah, I think you're really on the ball, and this comes into this being a little bit more sort of vibrant within your workspace as well. Being a little bit more zippy, a little bit more sort of mentally sort of expansive, I think, more than quick. Rather than anything else. Looking at the larger picture, the broader picture. What's the general overall outcome for you? Heading off on this journey. I think the Three of Wands can be looked at as procrastination, but it's almost like a moment of observation, of seeing the different types of reality that's coming through you, And sometimes you've got to stop to realise what's going on around you. And I think this is a case here of, with this tower moment, it's going to produce a situation in the next couple of weeks where you're going to need to do a lot more sort of observation of what you're doing, you know. And once you start observing what you're doing, that's when you can see the possibilities of the waves of reality that are coming in through that card there. We'll see what happens on the clarification, but I think it's really good. I think there's massive things on the horizon basically for you, simply because you've chosen to clear that tower moment out. And you know, once that tower's gone, that's when you can see clearly. You can see clearly now, the tower's gone. No more obstacles in your way. That's the sort of sensation I'm getting out of it. So let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do. Appreciate your support for this channel. Let's just see what's going on with the Page of Swords. 3 of Wands again. Yeah, I think this is where you're going to have to be a little bit more vibrant at the moment in order to get to that possibilities of seeing the reality for what it is. Getting ready to go on that journey. This card here, as you can well see, there's loads of waves in the background. And those are those waves of reality that I'm talking about. And she's observing those waves of reality. And she has her passions ready to rock and roll at any given point. And I think you need to be a little bit light on your feet, a little bit quick because of that, but also because of that and that, to be honest. Okay, so a little bit lighter on your feet, but not necessarily running off somewhere. Just agile, I think, more than anything else. I think that's what the energy is trying to say to you. Yeah, 8 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles. I think you've got to make a choice to walk away from something. And I think it's walking away from that. Walking away from something that's just causing you a little bit of pain. That's just not sitting with you right and everything. So, yeah, you get the Page of Swords again. This is where I think this 3 of Swords moment, I think is actually quite short-lived. And I think this is where, you know, because it's short-lived, you're sort of, you can deal with it a lot quicker. Because you're light on your feet, you're vibrant, and if you stay in this relationship, it looks like it's just going to bog you down. If I was you, you know, there's some sort of situation here, and it could be even just sort of like family, friends and community. It doesn't necessarily have to be choice between you and a partner, as it were. And then you get the Page of Pentacles. Did we not get the Page of Pentacles earlier on? No, we didn't. Thought we did. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Sorry. Page of Pentacles. So we got 2 pages on here now, and I think this is where I always say the page opens the pathway. That's what the page is learning. It's learning to open the pathway to the future in order for the Knights to come through, in order to secure that pathway. And this is what you're doing here at the moment. I think, you know, walking away from that scenario, that conflictual scenario over here, is going to open that pathway to something that is a lot more longer term, as it were. And I think this is what you've got to walk towards, in a way. Walk towards your happiness more than anything else. Let's see what goes on in the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, you get the Moon. I almost think here, this is like this card here, the 8 of Cups. She's walking away from this cup here. Hang on a second. This cup here. And she's going towards the sun that's over there, to her happiness, basically. And it's through the discovery of and curiosity that this person then goes forward into something completely new. On these tarots here, this version of the tarot, the 8 of Cups here is actually the sun is eclipsed, and this is what is, I think, happening here, is that you are moving away from an eclipsing energy which is causing you that pain, that 3 of Swords, the eclipsing energy in your life, and going towards something that's much more sort of happy and vibrant, and it's gonna bring things to the surface that you may not really have been aware of in the past, basically, because you have been eclipsed by that Three of Swords. Yeah, what does it bring in the future? The King of Cups, it brings justice, harmony, result, the end of something, the tying up of loose ends, the finishing of this, basically, more than anything else, the finishing of that, and it makes you feel a lot more secure and happy within your life, I think, because you've got to make this decision, basically, more than anything else. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Let's just see what's this Tower all about. Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords, she's got loads of these sort of candles around her and everything like that. She's concentrating on this one candle at the moment. And then she's concentrating on one thing at a time. But there's loads of little things to observe and look at. And I think this is what this Tower moment does. If you think about it, this Tower moment, the tower comes down and it breaks down. And all of a sudden you've got these lots of little bits of the tower around, these little bits of passions which you can see in this card here, these little bits of passions that are around, and once you start getting vibrant and engaging with that, you'll see where the opportunities lie for you going forward. It's going to make life a lot easier for you, to be honest, more than anything else. Let's just see what's going on with the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, you get Seven of Cups. Evident path. I think it becomes evident once this Tower moment happens, and this is what they're trying to do. You know, in this one cup, in this card here, you got the Seven of Cups. Okay, so the Seven of Cups is like, the seven is like a revelation number for me. It's also like it's like revealing for you, and this card here only has that one cup giving water out of it, and that is the evident path. All the other paths, I've got snakes, got bats in it, got loads of different stuff that may not necessarily be really good for you, and that water coming out of it, that satisfaction that's coming out of it, is that Ace of Wands. So there is an Ace of Pentacles, so there is a major opportunity coming in because you're having this Tower moment. So if there's anything that happens in your life this week that you kind of think, oh man, that's the end of that, oh, what am I going to do? The reason is because there's something much better coming your way, basically. And this is where the change of fortunes is happening. And the change of fortunes, what are the change of fortunes? It's going in the direction of abundance, of just pure confidence, reassurance, knowledge, an understanding of how things work, how you can use that one pentacle in order to get the best out of life. It's also creating a business or a group of people that are around you that you can rely on. This is that change of fortune. I think this is what's been building up in you, within you. This is what you've been looking for in the past, and now you're getting there. And you still got to play smart. In order to get that to that King of Cups, you're going to have to play smart. So with this Seven of Swords, you get the Nine of Swords. I think this is what that Tower moment's all about. This Tower moment is relieving you of these woes and worries and repetitive nightmares. Like, let's just say, like, oh, there's a kingfisher that just beautiful kingfisher just went down the river there. I hope you saw it just behind me. And I hope here he comes back. Wow. Yeah, so be that kingfisher. Yeah, and I think this is what that Tower moment's doing. It's actually clearing out the woes and worries. So it's like you've got, you know, you're working in a company, you've got several people in your team, say like if you're, you know, in a position of responsibility, and there's one person that just keeps doing it wrong, and they just won't listen. And they won't do it like, you know, you've told them to do it and everything like that. It's just causing woes and worries. And playing smart is by moving them onto something else. Therefore, the production of whatever you're doing gets a lot better. Same thing within your business. If there's a certain aspect of your business that's just sort of causing you constant angst and woes and worries, playing smart is going to relieve you of all of that more than anything else. And I think this is because of that Tower moment, and I think that Tower moment is making you be a lot smarter, and that's what the King of Pentacles is all about as well. Let's just see what's going on with this Three of Wands here. What comes out for you on that? Hierophant. My most favourite card in the deck, simply because you've got that star, your dreams and aspirations, and these are the steps in order you need to take in order to get there. And the Hierophant knows that. He's gone through that learning process of how he involves his spirit, his energy and his physical being within the manifestation of his aims and goals and ambitions. And he is happy and chuffed with life because he's gradually going towards it. And I think you're waiting for this, you're assessing what's going on around you at the moment, and in the next week after the Tower moment, and this is going to help you put into order a plan of action to take you forward into the next stage of your career. Okay, so there you go, Taurus. Thank you very much for being here, really do appreciate it. Don't forget the energy updates, which is on our sister channel on Cymatic TV. Obviously all the support that you give to this channel is absolutely marvellous. There's loads of links in the description below that you might want to check out as well, for readings and healing sessions and stuff with myself. Yes, in the meantime, I guess there's all that for me left to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.